As you can see, I have a very beaming face because I genuinely did not expect Mahindra to pull off something like this. It has changed amazingly. It is a complete makeover and it is a very good job. It looks fantastic. I just cannot tell you how impressive it looks when you see it in flesh. I love the fact that Mahindra has stuck to some very nice design cues from the lineage, and also at the same time it has improved and modernized the whole design in a very nice manner. Love the way the headlamps are designed in set, and that curvature of the lamp is beautiful, and then you of course have the LEDs below that. And the Thar sits very nicely on the road. It's very squat, very wide. The track has been widened. It is now 15-20 millimeters, and the Thar drives on 255 section tires. So when you see it driving on the road, it's not like it's an under-tired car at all. In fact, even the tires are pretty mean. I was literally in shock when I saw it for the first time. Of course, we had some pictures, but pictures don't do the whole thing justice. So when I sat inside, the first thought was, hey, you know what? It's not a bad place to be. In the previous generation Thar, you can definitely feel that it's a very agricultural, very utilitarian cabin. And this one, it feels like a proper car. And you have all the bells and whistles that you can imagine in a car of this nature. I'm not really going to say this segment, but this nature. You want the Thar to be very rugged, very off-roady. And yeah, the plastics, they feel chunky. Yes, the feel factor is probably not all that sophisticated, but they feel chunky, they feel strong. You have a screen, a touch screen. And you know what? I absolutely admire Mahindra for not giving us a very huge screen. Yes, in every car of every segment, huge screens are becoming a norm. We have everything from a 7-inch to a 10-inch, and then we have literally big iPads being given, like in the MG, and of course, as you go up the segments, you have the Volvos. But this one is nice and compact, yet it fits the whole nature of the car. The cabin, you have decent seats. I think it's a very nice place for a car of this nature. Not segment, nature. The rear is where the maximum change is, because now what you get are front-facing seats, something that Thar owners and enthusiasts, me included, have been complaining for the longest time. We did not really want opposing seats. So yeah, you get front-facing seats now, and those are also pretty okay. And I must absolutely commend the AC, because we have been keeping the fan turned to 1, and the temperature has been set to about 20 odd degrees. Yeah, it just chills you very nicely. The controls and the knobs and the stalks, they feel okay. It's not the best quality out there, but the one big gripe or the one big negative that I find with the Thar is that it does not have a telescopic steering wheel. I would have wanted to sit slightly rearwards, and yeah, I would have wanted the steering wheel to be closer. It also gives you more leverage when you're doing off-roading, because when you're doing off-roading, you want a very commanding driving position, which also allows you to move a little bit. So yeah, not having a telescopic steering wheel is something of a bummer. Now, another very interesting thing with the Thar is that Mahindra says that the interiors are washable, so you can go off-road and you can do all your mud splashings and river crossings, and you can absolutely wash the interior. Now, coming to the engine or engines, because there are two, the petrol is a 150 bhp, 320 Newton meter DOHC, and the diesel that we are driving right now is a 130 bhp and 300 Newton meter affair. As I said, fairly decent. Unfortunately, we don't have a petrol. I would have loved to drive the petrol, because I think there is still a little bit of scope for a machine like this to come and give a very good experience with a petrol engine. So yes, I would absolutely love to drive the petrol engine. The next big thing that really strikes me is the way the engine really feels. The refinement levels are absolutely bonkers. Of course, the previous generation Thar, because of the lack of insulation and all that, the sounds and the vibrations were all very exaggerated, and you could feel everything. But with this one, When we sat inside and cranked the engine up, I thought it's a damn petrol or something, because Thar comes with a petrol engine as well. But no, it turned out to be a diesel, and I was absolutely gobsmacked. You literally cannot hear the engine too much inside the cabin, and the tractability is